to the next dimension.
Hey guys, this is Undercover Dudes all the way from Down Under, and today I'm going to be talking about what would happen to my channel if Combat Arms was suddenly shut down. What would happen to the channel Undercover Dudes if CA just stopped, if CA died. Now, please note this is a very different discussion to that of will CA die, and there's been a lot of rumors and stuff and people trying to predict when Combat Arms will eventually die, and obviously, like all video games, it will have a lifespan and it will die in the end. However, when that's going to be is something that's it's not easy to predict, so I'm going to do a separate commentary on that. But today is what would happen to my channel Undercover Dudes if Combat Arms died. Too long didn't watch version of this commentary is basically CA is on the end of its legs, and such I have to go and look towards other games in order to go and continue my channel. Such I'm thinking about going and doing it now, but focusing towards free-to-play first-person shooters, not the Call of Duty and Battlefield and MOBA, League of Legends type. Not even thinking about those, just looking at the free-to-play first-person shooter genre, and I kind of want your guys' opinion on that, and that would be really valid if you could do it in the comment section below. If you want the reasoning behind this decisioning and all that, then go watch the rest of the commentary. I guarantee you guys will enjoy it. Now, if you guys haven't noticed that all the content that I upload to this channel is Combat Arms, and that's mainly because you guys enjoyed it. I tried to go and upload a bit of Counter-Strike Global Offensive and League of Legends stuff, but the majority of you guys were not interested. League of Legends, much more negative reception to that of Counter-Strike. People still did relatively enjoy my Counter-Strike videos. And for that, I think what would happen to my Combat Arms, my channel, I was going to say Combat Arms channel, but that is pretty much the truth, because this channel is dedicated to Combat Arms. The vast majority of my 570 something videos, I don't know the number of how much time and energy I put into this channel, but I put quite a lot. But saying that, for this Combat Arms channel, I would have to go and move on to another game, another first-person shooter. And ironically, the only way I could go and move away from Combat Arms and into other first-person shooters would be the death of Combat Arms. Literally, the death of Combat Arms would set me free, per se, quotation marks, from what I'm doing right now. Now, I'm not saying I don't like Combat Arms, but it's a game that it takes a lot on you. It's not especially enjoyable unless you have a close group of friends playing with you. You're playing on PUP or whatnot, just trolling around, having some fun. That's the core element of Combat Arms and why it's so enjoyable at times. When you're playing solo, it generally isn't that entertaining, and that's why you're seeing less videos, plus the fact I'm in year 12 and all that. But saying that, until Combat Arms ceases to exist or has such a low player base that it just becomes non-existent, that's the only time I could go and move on. Because whenever I would go and make other videos, there would still be a very large portion of you guys that would want Combat Arms videos and are still playing the game. Now that portion is obviously dropping and dropping and dropping. But saying that, that's one thing that's always been on my mind, is that even if I do upload other video games to my channel, there's still going to be people wanting Combat Arms, and that's much higher than that of the people that want to go and watch, let's say, Counter-Strike Global Offensive or any other first-person shooter, free-to-play first-person shooter, etc., etc. Now, the amount of people playing Combat Arms is obviously reducing day by day. You can see in the servers, they're being less full whenever you hop on. Instead of every channel being full, only one or two are being full, and that is quite a dramatic drop. And I can also see in my actual YouTube videos, my Combat Arms videos, of where they are being reduced in views and the such, in comparison to a couple months ago when I had less subscribers but more views. If you guys get what I mean, people just don't necessarily want to be watching those Combat Arms videos as much. So that puts me to an ultimatum. The first option is to continue things like normal, just keep making Commandant videos, YouTubers, I use top 5 plays, and just wait it out. However, I don't think that's the most beneficial plan. Especially with the reduction of people watching my videos for Combat Arms, obviously, and the fact that Combat Arms will die within the next 1 or 2 years, in my opinion. So with that, I have to go in future-proof myself, and I think option B is a much more solid option. So I would keep the top 5 plays, I would keep like YouTubers I use and the such, but I would also go and branch out into other games. First person shooters, obviously. I wouldn't really just drop in MOBAs like League of Legends, and I really regret doing that because I didn't introduce you guys into it in such a way that you guys could be, you know, very familiar with it. Because the majority of you guys have not played MOBAs, the majority of you guys play first person shooters, and I still play first person shooters quite a lot of the time. So saying that, I will go and branch out into first-person shooters. Now, I wouldn't do the generic Call of Duty and Battlefield since I don't enjoy those games. I stopped liking COD when I was like 13 years old. It's a really shit game in my opinion. And Battlefield is just not really my style. So I think a bit of a niche in the whole video making community would be doing coverage of variety of free-to-play first-person shooters, because that market is booming. People have been trying to drop into that for ages, and there's so many games out there that are really enjoyable that I'm sure you guys would like to do for commentaries and reviews and whatnot, rather than focus directly onto one game, go and spread it out. And I think that's a mistake I did initially with Combat Arms, and with that I thought Combat Arms would go and explode and keep rising exponentially, and focusing on one game is really good if you know the market is going to continually grow. For example, I keep bringing it up, League of Legends. That game's always growing, so you know that you're going to get more people watching your videos. With Combat Arms, less people going and playing it, less people going and watching my videos. So I dedicate all my resources to it. It doesn't necessarily make too much sense. I can't see into the future, and I just went and predicted wrong, and that was a mistake I had made from, you know, a year or two ago, and that's something I've got to go and live with until I can make a dramatic change that you guys would be happy to do with. TLDR, CA is at its end of its lifespan, I have to go somewhere else. I wouldn't go and stop making Combat Arms videos. I'll do the top 5 plays continually every week. I'll try to go and do it, and I'll do YouTubers I use and commentaries when then. But I would like to lean more towards other games and branching myself out so I can go and grow as a YouTuber and become bigger in the YouTuber community. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this commentary. If you want to go and post your opinion, because that's basically what this whole thing's about, then go in the comment section below and just say what you need to say, and I'll be happy to read every single one of them, and I'll try to go and respond to as many as I can. But other than that, Undercover Dudes, all the way from Down Under, out.